G'day and welcome to another episode. My name is Daethstro, the Aussie Geek, and today we will be looking at Badcube's Grump, aka their take on Masterpiece gears. And as you can see, he is a nice blue and red Jeep truck thing. If you've seen my Swerve review, he is very reminiscent with a few differences. There's a slight variation on the transformation, slightly different posability, very small, but we will get into that when we get into that. And of course, we will start this review with a comparison with Windblade. And there they are together. Obviously, she is the same size as she usually is, obviously, he's the same size as Swerve, so there's not much variation there. Another comparison, here he is with the reissued gears. Now, let us get into the transformation. He does have an accessory that I do not currently have with me. It is currently packed away, so I will explain more when I get to that. But let's get down to transformation. First, we're going to take his gun off, which plugs on the same way as gears did. 2 holes here, 2 ports here. So quickly put that out to the side just for now. And we'll have a closer look later. Now, like I said, most of this transforms the same way as gears does. So first things we're going to do is we will start with the legs. What we're going to do is we will just sort of pull back. Actually, we'll fold these out. That'll give us a little bit more leverage. Pull this back a bit till it untabs. And then you're going to swing this whole side up. Come on. There we go. And that just sort of just slides in there. You then want to untab the legs and fold out and fold it all the way in, just like gears did. Swerves did. And then what we can do is we can rotate this around, just let that sit there for a moment. We're then going to come here and try to fold out his foot. Then we can untab that. Then we're going to bend the wheel. Now this time the wheel's going to go into here. On Swerves it didn't, because it's just the way Swerve looks. You could do this, but this is basically what I was talking about. And what you want to do is, as you slide it into the back of the leg, you want to try that again. All right, you want to fold it first. So it's like you're doing with gears. And that should, that's why. I know why, I'm stuffing up. So with Swerves, you would put the whole thing on the side. With this one, it literally goes around the back, so that you have more of the red here. And then we can just tab that in there, like so. And that just sort of sits there. Then we can angle the foot the way we want it. And we can lift up this part here. And there we go. We have one leg all done. And there we go. We have 2 legs all done. Now, if we come under here, we're going to pull this down, which untabs from here and here. And here is those same pieces. If you watch my last video where I said I do not plug these in, because they're just a pain in the butt to plug in here. So the easiest way to know if you've got the wheels right is if they just line up. So we're just going to take that, we're going to turn it around, and we're just going to plug into the chest, like so. And now we can work on the arms. So we will fold his back down, and we can just sort of pull out the arms a little bit, and we're going to just bend him over a little bit to give us a little bit of clearance. We rotate the arm just so far, and then you're going to use his shoulder joint to wrap it around so it's on the other side. That can come around here and plug into the side, not very well, but well enough. And then we can come here, just like on Swerve, and unfold the hand, plug that back in, and we've got an arm done. So that is 2 arms all done. I know there was much of time there, but I'm trying to do what I can to make sure I stay under that 15 minutes. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to fold this back. Now, originally on swerves, these would come out and sit over his shoulder. With gears, they don't do that. You want to untab the front of the bonnet. Now, what would happen is they would turn around, go in here. Well, these parts are properly connected to here, and honestly, in some ways, I like this better than swerves. But what you want to do is push them together like that. Tuck them behind the bonnet and just push the wheels down. You're then going to rotate it all the way around and just slide that in there till it feels comfortable. Then we can bring up the hips and we can wrap that over the top, and that keeps his backpack in place. And then you can just, if it hasn't already, because normally the head's slid back a bit further, but you can slide it forward, and there we have gears in his robot mode, and that is gears. No doubt about it, that is gears. He looks grumpy. He does come with an alternative face, if I remember correctly, also, but I don't have it inside. And of course, unlike Swerve, his head, even though the Swerve's head is also one piece, with this, at least he has more movement, but we'll get to that in a second. I will show you this by lifting his chest up again. If you see, try to just see if I can get in here. It might be able to just make it count. Come on, see if I can get focus on it. Anyway, you might be able to just make it. There's this slit here. For those of you who remember, in one of the episodes, Megatron used Gears' trying to think what the word is. Gears' personality component to use on the solar needle. He does come with a cassette looking thing that is it, but like I said, I'll put that away so that can go back in place. Also, obviously, Autobot symbol does not come with this guy since he is third party. As for articulation, his head cannot do a full 360 because of the backpack. His arms again do a full 360. He has bicep rotation. He has a single jointed elbow, which gets you that far. He has no wrist rotation. He does have back and forward due to the transformation joint. Can go out that far. He has waist rotation. He does have, if you unplug the backpack, a ab crunch. Otherwise it locks in place. His legs can go that far forward. They can go all the way back. They can go that far out. There is rotation at the joint at the hip. He technically does have a double jointed knee, but due to the way his tires transform, you can't really use it, unlike Swerve, because you'd have to have this on the side to get it all the way up like Swerve's did. We have ankle tiltage both ways because there's a ball joint there. Has all the way down, but that's due to transformation. Can go up. You have some toe movement if you want to use it. So there we go. And as for the actual accessory that I can show off, we of course have his gun in this nice metallic blue. Swerve's is just pretty standard greyish looking, but this is really nice blue. Honestly, this gun in some ways more reminds me of Cyclonus because of the shape and that of it. But of course, whoops, but he can hold it in his hand. I think the handle is actually longer than Swerve's too. And of course, he can hold that fine. It's not going to fall out. Obviously, his fingers don't move because there is no fingers. His thumb don't move because there's no thumb. You know, it's just one solid piece, old school, pre-set up fist. So there we go. As for comparison, there he is, if you can see him. with with his reissue self. So there we go. And of course, if you want a size comparison with Swerve, look at the other video and you'll find that one. And he just fell over on my tray anyway. And of course, the other big requirement, here he is with MP10. Of course, he is the same size as Swerve, so he looks really good. So there we go. So that is all. This video went a lot easier and shorter than the last one, but it is what it is. I do have a sea spray, a Fans Toy sea spray coming in the next couple of days, hopefully. I got this guy from, I want to say Savior Toys. Because I want to say him and Swerve were the first figures I bought from Xing. How do you pronounce the name? Xin. I think. Because I don't remember buying this guy from Robo Toys, so I didn't get it from Joel. I did get some from Joel, but I don't remember these guy being one of them. Anyway, I'm off track. So yeah, so if you do like this guy, if you want a proper representation of Swerve, go have a look on Savior Toys, go have a look on Robo Toys, maybe even have a look on Show Z, because these guys have been re-released. I'm waiting for the Huffer to show up. I have pre-ordered him, so I'm looking forward to that. Yes, I know Fans Toys has released their own version of Huffer, but honestly, I love the look of the Badcube Huffer. I've been wanting it forever. So there we go. So if you like this video, please leave me a like. If you didn't like this video, leave me a dislike. Maybe leave me a comment if you're so inclined to, and maybe subscribe. Maybe I'll get a lot more attention. We'll see what happens, but I'm happy with just you guys just enjoying the video. So I will catch you later, and have a good one.